Andrew Appleton looking a little bit more his old self in this one, perhaps a little change of the gearing or something, but he's absolutely flying out of that start and round the turn. He's away. It's Andrew Appleton, 199. Chris Mills from Lewis Denham, the British Masters champion. An egg-shaped circuit, something I guess they're probably not used to these days. But it's riding extremely well, I thought. Number 4, Andrew Appleton from 199. Chris Mills from 81, Lewis Denham. Number 9, Mitch Godden from 8 bits Kinchin from Richard Reed, and red flags are out. I seem to have had an accident on the far side there. Oh dear, yes. Quite a bit of carnage. I must have missed that. Here we go then, race 21, we're underway. 22, oh, he's changed it. Race 22, we're underway. So, round they come then. Martyn Sturgeon leads the way. Paul Hurry's in third. Paul Hurry is going up into second place as I say that, and chases after Martyn Sturgeon. Martyn Sturgeon had an engine failure in his first ride, needs every point he can lay his hands on. Paul Hurry's not going to let him take any of his though, as he charges around the outside. What a brilliant piece of riding from Paul Hurry as he goes into the lead. It's Paul Hurry from Martyn Sturgeon, from Mear doing well in that McDonald, Scott Cresswell, Adam Filmer, James Theobald, the young chargers, then 152 Aaron Vale, 114 Stuart Mears. Oh, there's 3-4 who all getting all. Rodney McDonald seems to have stopped, that's why we're so fast in one go, and I think we've got a little make the manoeuvres there in one go. But Paul Hurry from Martyn Sturgeon, from Rodney, Adam Filmer, Scott Cresswell, Rodney McDonald, James Theobald, Aaron Elvis Vale, and Stuart Mears. I think we do need a little bit of that brain. Look at the amount of dust that man's making. You slow down a bit, Paul, you're making too much dust. A win for Paul Hurry from 15, Martyn Sturgeon. From Rodney, from Adam Filmer, Scott Cresswell, and Rodney McDonald and James Theobald, and Stuart Mears. Time's getting faster as the day goes on. This is race 22, ladies and gentlemen. Please don't put it in the result place of race 21, will you? You won't, will you? I have told you, no. Race 22. A win for 86, Paul Hurry. Second place, 15, Martyn Sturgeon. Third to number 151, Rob Mear, and fourth was 24, Adam Filmer. Fifth was 200, Scott Cresswell, and sixth was number 14, Rodney McDonald. Seventh was 26, James Theobald, and eighth was number 114, Stuart Mears. No ninth finisher. The winner's time was 1 minute 12.74 seconds, an average speed of 59.04 miles per hour. Can we crack the 60 mile an hour barrier this afternoon? Depends whether that rains or not, I think. Race 22. 86, 15, 151, 24, 200, 14, 26, 114. No other finishers, 1 minute 12.74 seconds and 59.04 miles per hour, and this should be race 21. And Andrew Appleton gets the best of the start. He's well clear. He's managed to leave the line and leave more in his wake. Chris Mills chase after him in second place. Here's Andrew Appleton. Chris Mills has stopped. Chris Mills' bike has stopped. Lewis Denham has stopped. Lewis Denham fiddling underneath the tank car area of his motorcycle. Maybe he forgot to put the fuel on. Maybe he's going to get going again now, and that just looks like what's happened. And over the far side there, Vince Kinchin has stopped. Andrew Appleton leads from Mitch Godden. Sure, there's some short track on the front of that motorcycle. 36, Aaron Pease. 81, Lewis Denham getting back into the play. And 11, Rushen bringing up the rear. The last lap flag is out. Andrew Appleton absolutely flying now. Learned his way around this new circuit. For 9, Mitch Godden in second place. 81, Lewis Denham. Valuable points for third. The checkered flag. A win for number 4, Andrew Appleton. Robbie, no, 11 is on lap in arrears, Christine. Second place then, number 9, on the short tracker, Mitch. At 81, Lewis Denham. Race 21. Race 21, don't put it in race 23, this is race 21. A win, a cracking win, start to finish for number 4, Andrew Appleton. In second place it was number 9, Mitch Godden. In third place was number 81, Lewis Denham. And in fourth place, number 11, Chris Neame. Fifth place was number 36, Aaron Pease. No other finishers. The winner's time was 1 minute 12.45 seconds, a speed of 59.27 miles per hour. From the top, 4, 9, 81, 11, 36, 1 minute 12.45 seconds, 59.27 miles per hour. Bad luck there for Vince Kinchin, his machine being pushed back to the pits. Let's hope he can get that one sorted in time for the third leg. We await the upright solos. Non-starter in race 23 will be 46, John Yeldham. Away they go then off the line, a cracking start there as they hurtle down to the first turn. Quite a big gang of them at the front there. Looks like Paul Morphy taking a wide line out of that first corner. Chris Mackey coming up on the inside. There's Paul Morphy, Chris Mackey, Bob Dolman, Robbie Pilcher. When they come then, Paul Morphy is still hanging on to the lead at the moment, and Chris Mackett is right there on a nice tight inside line. I think he's gone through. It's Chris Mackett that takes it up, and look at Robbie Pilcher trying to get through on his footsteps. Chris Mackett, Robbie Pilcher, Bob Dolman, Paul Morphy, Les Rowland, Barry Joyce, Adrian Harden, Roger Wynne bringing up the rear. Oh, Dean Greenhill, I managed to miss out there. Second from the back. The last lap flag is out and Robbie Pilcher's got the lead. Robbie Pilcher from Chris Mackett. From Bob Dolman. From Paul Morphy, Barry Joyce, Les Rowland, Adrian Harden, Dean Greenhill. And Roger Wynne, is it Robert or Roger Wynne? Robert Wynne on the 350 Jap. Oh, look at Robbie Pilcher come flying through there and taking the win away from 68 Chris Mackett in second, from 16 Bob Dolman, from Paul Morphy, from Barry Joyce, Les Rowland, Adrian Harden, Dean Greenhill, and Robert Wynne bringing up the rear on the old Jap, you know. Didn't do that, did I? Upright solo, race 23 was a win for 174, Robin Pilcher. Second place to 68, Chris Mackett, after a great scrap there on the last lap. In third place it was 16, Bob Dolman, and in fourth place was 55, Paul Morphy. In fifth place it was number 57, and that was Barry Joyce. In sixth was 62, Les Rowland. Seventh was number 2, Adrian Harden. Eighth was 99, Dean Greenhill, and ninth was 155, Robert Wynne. The winner's time was 1 minute 25.74 seconds, a speed of 50.08 miles per hour. Here come the rest of the entourage in the uprights of Martyn from Gordon Walker. Oh, I saw Rob Foskett slip through there somewhere. A new member to the Mason Aces this year, returning to Grasstrack after a 20-year layoff, and I think he's feeling a little rusty, but I'm sure he'll come good as the day goes on. Meanwhile, on the front line then, Arnie Fenner leads Brian Cornelius. Brian Cornelius takes him back again. Hammer and tongs on the front line there from 84 from Mark Johnsborough, Ricky Pye, Rob Foskett, Pete Bushell. Arnie Fenner then leading, and a nice lead now over Brian Cornelius in this race. Of course, this is only a heat, final count. They go on their last lap. Ahead of Gordon Walker, Mick Swansborough, Ricky Pye, Rob Foskett, Pete Bushell. Into the last turn for the last time then, and Arnie Fenner seems to be all his own way at the moment as he drifts a little off those pegs. Brian Cornelius charges up the inside. It's Arnie Fenner that takes the win from Brian Cornelius in second, both on their Jawas. From 84, Gordon Walker, also Jawa mounted, and Mick Swansborough. Ricky Pye, Rob Foskett and Pete Bushell having a right battle to the very, very last there. Official result in a moment. Race 24, upright solos, a win for 32, Arnie Fenner. Second place, 48, Brian Cornelius. Third place was 84, Gordon Walker. Fourth place was number 8, Mick Swansborough. In fifth place was 59, Ricky Pay. And in sixth place, 741, Rob Foskett. And in seventh place, number 83, Pete Bushell. No other finishers. The winner's time at 1 minute 26.06 seconds, a speed of 49.90 miles per hour. From the top, 32, 48, 84, 8, 59, 741, 83. 1 minute 26.06 seconds, 49.90 miles per hour. The 250cc solos in leg 3 is underway. Graeme Brown leads into this turn this time, and Drury trying to power his way around the outside, and Wilson is trying to get on the inside. Graeme Brown is holding them both off at the moment. Graeme Brown leading it. As we come into this race, it was 31, Paul Simmons on 26 points from number 2, Matt Saul on 23 points. Graeme Brown at the breakdown in the first one, and I'm not sure what he did in the second, but he's going well here at the moment. In third, Matt Saul in fourth. Matt Saul trying to make his move around Paul Simmons as they continue on this race. Look at that front line as wrong one, Craig Drury powers past Graeme Brown. Graeme Brown says, "You're not having it," and he puts his front wheel back in front. But as they exit that corner, the power of the four-stroke on the outside wide line seems to have taken over. With 1 lap to go. From Graeme Brown, from 31 Paul Simmons, from Matt Saul, from Gary Wells. Don't forget the John Marshall Sprocket Trophy goes to the winner of this event at the end of the day. In fact, we want to present it at the end of the fourth leg. Round they come then. The checkered flag is out. Drury takes the win from Graeme Brown, from Paul Simmons, from Matt Saul. Race 25 then, the 250cc solos, their third leg from 4 legs, and the winner will be the man with the most points after 4 legs. Race 25. A win for number 10, Craig Drury. Second place to number 122, Graeme Brown. Third place was number 31, Paul Simmons. Fourth was number 2, Matt Saul. Fifth was number 70, Gary Wells. No other finishers. The winner's time was 1 minute 21.35 seconds, a speed of 52.79 miles per hour. From the top, 10, 1, 2, 2, 31, 2 and 70, 1 minute 21.35 seconds, 52.79 miles per hour. These are the 350cc solos. Looks like Mark Giles has got the bit between his teeth this time, with Mike Peters in hot pursuit in second place. It is indeed Mark Giles, Mike Peters, Lee Bartlett, Brian Cornelius and Gordon Walker. Lovely to see racing back here at Collier Street. There was no racing last year. Indeed, there was no racing since Mason Aces ran their national championships here in 2008. And it's nice to be back here on the notable circuit, or at the notable venue, that's what you say. Mark Giles then, leading by the proverbial mile from Mike Peters. Lee Bartlett taking Mike Peters and moving up into second place down that back straight. The last lap flag is out. Mark Giles sure to add a win to his credit here. 65 Lee Bartlett a good second, and then in third place at the moment is Mike Peters. 148 Brian Cornelius and 84 Gordon Walker. Into the last turn then for the last time. Mark Giles, another young lad who came in early, had a bit of a gap and is now back with a vengeance and winning races. Mark Giles wins race 26, number 26 wins race 26. Must have been an omen there somewhere. Lee Bartlett comes in second place, then Mike Peters, Brian Cornelius and Gordon Walker. Here we go then, 350s again, and Richard Smith hits the front. Richard Smith gets to the first turn first and gets the motor on early as he charges out of the corner, leading Matt Etherington. Matt Etherington this afternoon. Is he going to get his first defeat here? Richard Smith, previous British champion of the class, showing his class. But look at Matt Etherington as he goes round the outside into that corner. They're side by side, they're dicing it, they mean the business. Round they come then. Winding on the motors. It's 33 Richard Smith, from 5 Matt Etherington, on 8 Mears, Bob Dolman, Karl Rushen. Richard Smith leading down that back straight then. Hurtling into that next turn. Matt Etherington seems to be settling for that second place, although he's cut a very tight line there again. Richard Smith. They're on the last lap, it's now or never. And Matt Etherington puts it sideways and coming up on the outside of Richard Smith. Can he do enough? Down the straight they go. Richard Smith, the ease is ahead. Matt Etherington takes one more charge at it. Round they come then. On the last turn, they're wheel to wheel, elbow to elbow. Round the corner they come, and Matt Etherington seems to have done it. Matt Etherington takes it with Richard Smith in second place. From number 19, Dave Mears. From 16, Bob Dolman. 63, Karl Rushen. It's all happening here at Collier Street. I think we're going to get a good 350 final this afternoon. When you look at the time of 26 Mark Giles there and the time of that last race, and when you consider how close Richard Smith was to number 5 Matt Etherington, that right, we're going to have a good final here this afternoon. Let's give you a result. Race 27, the 350cc solos. A win for number 5 Matt Etherington. Second place, number 33 Richard Smith. Third place, number 19 Dave Mears. Fourth place, number 16 Bob Dolman. And in fifth place, number 63 Karl Rushen. No other finishers. The winner's time at 1 minute 17.29 seconds, an average speed of 55.56 miles per hour. From the top, 5, 33, 19, 16, 63, 1 minute 17.29 seconds, 55.56 miles per hour. Riding in the pits, there will be monetary fines for anybody caught so. Right-hand sidecars. Miles Simmons leads. John Hiscock in second. Simon Beaney in third. Simon Beaney moving up in a second ahead of John Hiscock. John Hiscock taking the wide line, coming very fast down the straight and just getting his second place back again. But Simon Beaney moves ahead. It's all tight stuff around that corner. And Miles Simmons knows nothing about it, neither does he care. He's on his way. Miles Simmons and Dave Hogan. John Hiscock and Simon Beaney side by side, arguing it amongst themselves for second place. Miles Simmons running away with it here. Miles Simmons, Dave Hogan. Simon Beaney, Dave Vidler, John Hiscock, Karl Bell. Anything could happen for this second place on this race as Miles Simmons leads it clearly. Simon Beaney holding on to his second place at the moment. John Hiscock sizing up from the outside there. There's Miles Simmons and Dave Hogan with 1 lap to go. These two are still fighting it out. Simon Beaney and Dave Vidler holding on to it, having the race of their life with John Hiscock as John Hiscock makes a move around the outside. John Hiscock actually seemed to have lost a couple of places, not places, but a couple of yards there. A couple of bikes' lengths on Simon Beaney as Simon Beaney improves as the day goes on. There's the winner, Miles Simmons and Dave Hogan. Coming up to take second place, 76, Simon Beaney and Dave Vidler, and John Hiscock, Karl Bell, bringing up the rear. Race 28, the right-hand sidecars, a win for number 9, Miles Simmons and Dave Hogan. In second place was number 76, Simon Beaney and Dave Vidler, and in third place it was number 184, John Hiscock and Karl Bell. No other finishers. The winner's time was 1 minute 28.88 seconds, an average speed of 54.76 miles per hour. From the top, 9, 76, 184, 1 minute 28.88 seconds, 54.76 miles per hour. Off we go then. Right-hand sidecars again, and Rob Wilson leads, Colin Blackmore in second, Dave Penfold in third. Colin Blackmore chasing hard after Rob Wilson. Rob Wilson having it all his own way at the moment, but I think Colin Blackmore knows if he finishes second in this one, he'll make the final anyway. So why risk it and hurt yourself or blow your machine up when you don't need to? and Terry Saunters, heading up towards the last lap flag. And all their own weight here so far this afternoon. Colin Blackburn, as I say, happy to sit in a second place and get into that final. It's the final that counts. Dave Penfold, Richard Webb practicing their right-hand chariot, obviously to campaign it again later in the season. And the checkered flag goes for Rob Wilson and Terry Saunters. From Colin Blackburn, Martyn Smith, and Dave Penfold, Richard Webb bringing up the rear. Race 29, the right-hand sidecars, and a win there from number 24, Rob Wilson and Terry Saunters. Second place to 25, Colin Blackburn and Martyn Smith, and third place number 4, Dave Penfold and Richard Webb. The winner's time was 1 minute 28.80 seconds, a speed of 54.81 miles per hour. From the top, 24, 25 and 4, 1 minute 28.80 seconds, 54.81 miles per hour. Here we go then, left-hand sidecars, and I was told that number 76 is 25. 25 is on number 76 bike in this race, I'm told. Round they come then, 22, Will Penfold and Adrian North from 130, Charlie Ridley and Steve Bowles from 76, Tony Penfold and George Vidler. Oh, it's all happening on the front line as Charlie Ridley pushes Will Penfold around the turn. Not literally, but shows him a front wheel and makes him get his finger out. Round the turn they come then. 22, Will Penfold, Adrian North from 130. Charlie Ridley and Steve Bowles, then 76. Tony Penfold and George Vidler. All happening here at Collier Street this afternoon. Tight lines for Will Penfold, he looks over his shoulder, and Charlie Ridley is right there as they take start their last lap. Will Penfold and Adrian North then, leading this one. Charlie Ridley again tries the outside line, but Will Penfold gets his wheels in line first and powers down the straight. Into the next turn, and the checkered flag will be all theirs. Charlie Ridley moving again up onto the back wheel, but not quite enough, I don't think. Will Penfold takes it from Charlie Ridley in second. Cracking left-hand sidecar race in here at Collier Street this afternoon. Tony Penfold, chain is off. The chain is off for Tony Penfold. And riding what to him must have been quite a strange animal, I should think. And the owner of that motorcycle needs it for the next race. They had to get that chain on a bit quick, won't they? We've got race 30. We had race 30. The left-hand sidecars was a win for number 22, Will Penfold and Adrian North. In second place was 130, Charlie Ridley and Steve Bowles. And in third place was number 25, Tony Penfold and George Vidler. There's no other finishers. The winner's time was 1 minute 33.06 seconds. The speed was 46.15 miles per hour. 22, 130 and 25. 1 minute 33.06, 46.15 miles per hour. Right then, here we go then. We've got the left-hand sidecars on the line, race 32. Paul Marley leads into the first turn. McCulloch brothers move up into second place. Number 3 then, Paul Marley and Nick Barker. From 34, the McCulloch brothers. From 97, Mike O'Donnell and Adam Cooper. And number 30, Paul Nelson and Mike Stote. Here at the Collier Street Raceway. Number 3, Paul Marley and Nick Barker. On 34, the McCulloch brothers. Gary and Phil. At 97, Mike O'Donnell and Adam Cooper. Number 30, Paul Nelson and Mike Stote. Flag goes then for Paul Marley. Gary and Phil McCulloch in second. Lovely to see them back on the track. 97, Mike O'Donnell and Adam Cooper on that very fast Honda SP1. Phil Nelson, Mike Stote on a 500cc Jawa single. The checkered flag goes. Paul Marley and Nick Barker take the win. Gary and Phil McCulloch in second. Number 97, Mike O'Donnell and Adam Cooper. And number 30, Paul Nelson and Mike Stote, bringing up the rear. Left-hand side cars, race 32, top of the next page, yeah? Top of the next page, don't put it in the wrong place like I would if I was out there. Race 32, the win for number 3, Paul Marley and Nick Barker. In second place was number 34, Gary and Phil McCulloch. And in third place was number 97, Mike O'Donnell and Adam Cooper. In fourth place was number 30, Paul Nelson and Mike Stote. No other finishers. The winner's time was 1 minute 30.34 seconds, a speed of 47.54 miles per hour. That's 3, 34, 97 and 30. The winner's time was 1 minute 30.34 seconds and a speed of 47.54 miles per hour. That's 3, 34, 97, 30, 1 minute 30.34 seconds, 47.54 miles per hour. Back a page to race 31, and race 31 will feature 126 Danny Holman and Ben Fitness, who couldn't get their machine ready to rock and roll for the previous race. But no doubt they would have done had we not put a different race, but moved their race before this race. Here we come, race 31, the left hand side cars, and into the first turn they go. Mike Downs leads it. Danny Holman in second place. Danny Holman moving up on the inside. Mike Downs leading. Mike Downs, Jim Manklow. Danny Holman, Ben Fitness. Keith Dixon. And Kevin Penfold. All happening in this one then. 113, Mike Downs, Jim Manklow, Danny Holman and Ben Fitness. On 76, Keith Dixon. Kevin Penfold. And Jason O'Donnell. So Mike Downs leading on the last lap from Danny Holman, Keith Dixon. Sorry, 113 then. Mike Downs and Jim Manklow winning from 126. Danny Holman and Ben Fitness. From 76, I think that's Keith Dixon. I don't think it's Kevin Penfold. I think it looks like Dan Batstone, which then leads me to believe it might be Tom Penfold borrowing Keith's bike, but who knows? Race 31, the left-hand side cars. Race 31, the left-hand side cars. A win there for number 113, Mike Downs and Jim Manklow. In second place was number 126. Danny Holman and Ben Fitness. And in third place, number 76. We're not sure who was riding it, not quite sure which team to apply the points to. They are going to Keith Dixon at the moment. If it was Tom Penfold on there, please, somebody let us know. Or somebody let us know in either case who was on that machine. Who is that mystery rider? So it's 113, 126 and 76, 1 minute 32.77 seconds at 46.29 miles per hour. 1 minute 32.77, 46.29 miles per hour. Here we go with the 500cc solos, and looked like Mitch Godden made a fast start there. one is a typical... Oh, we got a red flag. Oh yeah, we got a bike down on this end of the track. Suddenly my world went blue, green, blue, green, blue, green, and there was this big thump, and here I am sat here. I've been there before, you know, I've seen it happen. Sky, grass, on this thing or not, wallop. It does happen. Well, he's getting up to his feet, and he looks like he's getting a lift back to the pits. There goes young Mitch on a traditional grass track front-ended machine this time. I'm told that Vince and Mitch were trying out their front ends that they built to race at Tetro, whenever Tetro is, a couple of weeks' time, I think. Riders, please note the green light has failed at the start, so you won't have to follow the green light rule. You'll have to be ready on the tapes and go like the clappers. We have a race on our hands of 500cc solos, and making the dust fly in first place. 199 Rob Mear and then Mitch Godden. So it's all happening here then. I think it's Martyn Sturgeon. Look at Chris Mills, South Eastern Centre champion, absolutely flying. I'll be impressed to get his time. He looks fast, even if he's not fast. He's making it look fast, and that's good. Rob Mear, Mitch Godden, Martyn Sturgeon, Aaron Vale, Stuart Mears, Chris Neal. I said that was fast at the last 8 flags there already. 199, Chris Mills. 151 then Rob Mear, then 15. Martyn Sturgeon, then Aaron Vale, Dave Mears, Stuart Mears, Dave's son. Chris Neal goes a little bit wide, and last lapping manoeuvre for 199, Chris Mills. From number 9, Mitch Godden, 151, Rob Mear, 15, Martyn Sturgeon, and Aaron Vale, and Stuart Mears. 500cc solos, race 33. After a run-off or a rerun or two, we have a result in a win for number 199, Chris Mills. In second place, it was number 9, Mitch Godden. In third place, it was 151, Rob Mear. And in fourth place, number 15, Martyn Sturgeon. And in fifth place, number 152, Aaron Elvis Vale. In sixth place, it was number 114, Stuart Mears. And in seventh place, number 11, Chris Neal. No other finishes. The winner's time was 1 minute 12.82 seconds, a speed of 58.97 miles per hour. From the top, 199, 9, 151, 15, 152, 114, 11. 1 minute 12.82 seconds, 58.97 miles per hour. We're away again then. Race 34, that was always a good number, and it looks like Lewis Denham's gone to the front this time. Lewis Denham winding, oh, the car with the machine this time. Somebody down on the floor there, looks like Paul Hurry. It does look like Paul. I thought it looked like his bike that went up there, and Graeme, his dad, straight on the scene, and Paul is on the floor, not looking too good for himself. Down the straight, Lewis Denham again gets the best of the start. Lewis Denham comes down to the first turn, and Andrew Appleton sneaks through on the inside as the rain starts to fall. We have Andrew Appleton. Can't see through his umbrella. Andrew Appleton then on 81 Lewis Denham, and 8 Vince Kinchin. James Theobald. Aaron Pease bringing up the rear. Andrew Appleton leading it, getting faster as the day goes on. Putting the power down on the ground. Andrew Appleton, Lewis Denham, McDonald, James Theobald, Scott Cresswell, and Aaron Pease. Andrew Appleton on the last lap flag then. Denham in hot pursuit. Warming up for the final. 14 is Rodney McDonald from 8 Mitch Kinchin, 26 James Theobald, 200 Scott Cresswell, and 36 Aaron Pease. Into the last turn then for the last time. Lewis Denham closing the gap slightly on Andrew Appleton, but not enough to do it. Andrew Appleton takes it. Lewis Denham there in second place. Rodney McDonald. Mitch Kinchin. James Theobald. Scott Cresswell and Aaron Pease. 500cc solos, race 34 in your programme. A win there for number 4, Andrew Appleton. Second place, number 81, Lewis Denham. Third place to number 14, Rodney McDonald. Fourth place to number 8, Vince Kinchin. Fifth place to number 26, James Theobald. Sixth place, number 200, Scott Cresswell. Seventh place, number 36, Aaron Pease. No other finishers. The winner's time at 1 minute 18.11 seconds, giving an average speed of 54.94 miles per hour. Don't worry, those crows will soon be gone over. That completes the qualifying races for the 500cc solos. Now on to the uprights. Chris Mackett goes into the first turn first. Arnold Fenner follows him in there in second place. Paul Morphy moves up into third. Adrian Harden drops down to fourth. Barry Joyce is there as well, and here they come. It's Chris Mackett, Arnie Fenner, Paul Morphy, Barry Joyce, Adrian Harden, Gordon Walker, Mark Swansborough. Ooh, problems there as the back wheel locks up for Rob Foskett. Engine's still running. Perhaps the chain's come off and wrapped itself around the wheel, is it? But he's certainly in trouble there in the centre of the track, trying to push his bike off with the back wheel locked. Meanwhile, Chris Mackett comes round. 32 Arnold Fenner, 55 Paul Morphy, 57 Barry Joyce, 84 Gordon Walker, 8 Mike Swansborough. Number 19 Greenhill, and number 2 Adrian Harden. There we go then. 68 Chris Mackett on the last lap from Arnold Fenner as the rain lashes down. 55 Paul Morphy. Then 57 Barry Joyce, 84 Gordon Walker. Number 8 Mick Swansborough. 99 Dean Greenhill. Number 2 Adrian Harden. A right ding-dong battle to the finish as Arnold Fenner tries to come round the outside and just makes it. Arnold Fenner from Chris Mackett on the checkered flag there. From Paul Morphy in third place. Then Barry Joyce, Gordon Walker, Mick Swansborough. And look at these two fighting to the finish in the wet here at the back. Adrian Harden getting a big squirt on a power around the outside. From 99 Dean Greenhill bringing up the rear. Upright solos, race 35, a win there for number 32. Second place was number 68. I'll have to do this after this race, it's getting a bit hectic here. Yeah, we're getting this race up. Race 36 then, in the upright solos, and Bob Dolman shines in the slightly more damp conditions, and 174 Robin Pilcher's not determined not to throw it all the way at this stage. Les Rowan, another seasoned campaigner who doesn't mind a bit of wet there in third place. Then Ricky Pay. Then Brian Cornelius. Bob Dolman leading his way around here. Somebody's got their lights on a motor down there. I don't know what that's all about. Could put somebody off riding their bike. 16, Bob Dolman. 174, Robin Pilcher. 59, Ricky Pay. 62, Les Roden. 48, Brian Cornelius. Followed by 83, Pete Bushell. 155, Robert Wynn on the old Jap. Lovely to see the old Jap still going around there. Not allowed to spew oil out these days like they used to, you know. Got to be environmentally friendly. But John Alfred Prestwich hadn't thought about that. 16, Bob Dolman on for the last lap then. Ahead of 174, Robin Pilcher. Oh, look at these three coming in here side by side. Brian Cornelius getting the better of it. Ricky Pay and Les Rowland. Then Pete Bushell. And Robert Wynn on the old track. That's not the cog on the old Norton gearbox there. A Norton gearbox with a foot change, eh? Antiquated, eh? Who thought of that? Round they come then. To the checkered flag. And Bob Dolman takes his first win of the afternoon. From 174, Robin Pilcher. 48, Brian Cornelius. 59, Ricky Pay. And 62, Les Rowland. 83, Pete Bushell. And 155, Robert Wynn. Official result in a moment. Race 36, race 36. A win there for number 16, Bob Dolman. In second place was number 174, Robin Pilcher. In third place was number 48, Brian Cornelius. In fourth place was number 59, Ricky Pay. In fifth place was number 62, Les Rowland. In sixth place was number 83, Pete Bushell. And in seventh place was number 155, Robert Wynn. No other finishers. The winner's time was 1 minute 40.28 seconds, a speed of 42.82 miles per hour. From the top, 16, 174, 48, 59, 62, 83, 155. 1 minute 40.28 seconds, 42.82 miles per hour. 28 points. Craig Drury on 26 points. And we're underway. And Paul Simmons goes into the lead. He had his name on the John Marshall Trophy last. It looks like he could be getting it back again. And here comes Robin Oakley. Well done, Robin. 31 then, Paul Simmons leading this one. From number 10, Craig Drury. Then Gary Wells and Matt Saul. Matt Saul goes down, Matt Saul lays it on the floor. Well, Matt Saul was the man on 32 points that looked like he could stand a chance of doing this. The red flag's up. The red flag's up as he's tangled up underneath the machine and decided to stop the race. Just as number 10, Craig Drury, takes the lead from Paul Simmons. They're going to have to do it all over again. But Matt Saul was in second place there on 32 points. He was the man with the most chance of beating Paul Simmons to this trophy. But unfortunately, that little wet patch on the track cost him dear and has laid him on the circuit. As the rules stand, he who causes the race to be stopped will have to go back to the pits. His challenge is now over. The rerun of the fourth leg of the 250cc solos, and again Paul Simmons scorches out of that trap and into the first turn first. Gary Wells this time is in second place and Craig Drury in third. We've only got 3 left in it. Craig Drury's gone very wide. Paul Simmons is holding on to it. Craig Drury in second, Gary Wells in third. Gary Wells seems a little bit under par today to his usual. Perhaps he's a bit rusty after the winter. Paul Simmons looking as quick as ever. Craig Drury in hot pursuit. Well, I think Paul Simmons has definitely got one arm on the trophy now. Craig Drury chases him round. Craig Drury on 26 points. Beating him here won't add enough to the tally to take it. Round they come then. Paul Simmons having to go back at him. Paul Simmons sneaks through on the inside. Craig Drury lines it up on the outside. We've got the last lap flag. Just one more lap of this race to go. And it's Paul Simmons and Craig Drury. Craig Drury very fast round the bigger, wider turn. Gets himself in front. But the little two-stroke might just nip up on the inside again on this one, and it comes in very fast. He's in far quicker down this end, and this end's where the finish is. Round they come then. It's Paul Simmons on the inside and Craig Drury on the outside. That's the finishing order. 31, Paul Simmons wins it and wins the John Marshall Trophy. Could Mr. Paddock Control send him back, please, to collect his trophy and do a lap of honour? Paul Simmons back to the start line. I think he knows. I think he's waving, and round he comes. The 250 Nat. And if I remember correctly, in the days when you could use additives, he used a few additives. Here's Paul Simmons. We want him to stop and get that trophy. Pete, can you give him a checkered flag for a lap? And there's Robin Oakley, a champion of the 250s in the 70s, a man of true conviction in the sport. And it's lovely to see him here today to give that trophy out. After Paul has received the trophy and Robin brings it back to the commentary box, I'd like you all to give Robin a little round of applause, still being involved in Grasstrack all these years down the line. And Paul Simmons, the winner again I say, of the Johnny Marshall Trophy. And doesn't look like he is going to do a lap of honour after all, is it? Oh, Robin Oakley hasn't come back, so he didn't get his round of applause, did he? Never mind. Race 37, the race result of race 37 was a win for number 31, Paul Simmons, second number 10, Craig Drury, and third number 70, Gary Wells. No other finishers. The winner's time at 1 minute 27.63 seconds and a speed of 49.01 miles per hour. That's 31, 10, 70, 1 minute 27.63 seconds, 49.01 miles per hour. We now have a race on our hands. It's the 350cc final. Matt Etherington, the favourite here this afternoon. Top 44 into his final lead. From Richard Smith, from Dave Mears, from Kinchin, Karl, Rushen. It's all happening here at Collier Street. Matt Etherington's certainly got the bit between his teeth this afternoon. He won at Swindon, he cleaned up at Swindon yesterday, he's cleaning up here this afternoon. He's a force to be reckoned with on the 350 this year. He's shown his cards early. Richard Smith, from Dave Mears, Vince Kinchin, Karl Rushen, Bob Dolman, Mike Peters, Mark Giles, Brian Cornelius and Lee Bartlett. And the race continuing here on the last lap. They're well underway, and Matt Etherington's making it look easy as he pulls away from the rest of the field. Into the last turn, out of the last turn for the last time before I can even say it. The 350 title winner today for the Scintillator, number 5, Matt Etherington. From 33, Richard Smith. From 19, Dave Mears. 8, Vince Kinchin, 63, Karl Rushen, 26, Mark Giles, 16, Bob Dolman, 37, Mike Peters, 65, Lee Bartlett, and 48, Brian Cornelius. It all happened here at Collier Street, Mates and Aces MCC. They're all coming around for a lap of honour this time. Give them a little bit of a round of applause and a wave, and particularly for Matt Etherington, the 350 champion this afternoon. Let's give you that 350 final result. A win for number 5, Matt Etherington. In second place was number 33, Richard Smith. In third place was number 19, Dave Mears. In fourth place was number 8, Vince Kinchin. In fifth place it was 63, Karl Rushen. In sixth place, 26, Mark Giles. In seventh place, number 16, Bob Dolman. And in 8th place was number 37, Mike Peters. 9th place was 65, Lee Bartlett. And 10th place was number 48, Brian Cornelius. The winner's time was 1 minute 20.36 seconds, a speed of 53.44 miles per hour. From the top, 5, 33, 19, 8, 63, 26, 16, 37, 65, 48. 1 minute 20.36 seconds, a speed of 53.44 miles per hour. With just 4 races left to go, and one of those goes off the line. It's the left-hand sidecar final. Look out for 22, Real Penfold. He was the best point scorer into this final, but it looks like he's the last one into the first turn. What's this, a handicap? Oh no, it's the second to last one into the turn. Mind you, here they come, and they're all getting spread out as it wide and handsome and all sorts of Real Penfold moves under third on one corner. Danny Holman and Ben Fitness and trailing in at the moment. Anyway, let's get back on the front line. It's all to be fought for. They're all very close on the front line, and Mike Downs is the leader. Mike Downs comes round. He's gone quite wide, but he's hanging on to it. It's Mike Downs and Jim Manklow from Charlie Ridley and Steve Bowles. Oh, we got one tipped over. Danny Holman and Ben Fitness have tipped over. The red flag's gone up. The race is being stopped in the interest of safety. Danny Holman and Ben Fitness both on the floor there.
He's too busy doing his knitting, that's what the trouble is.
Away we go then. The left-hand side car final for the second time of asking, and down into the first turn they go, and Paul Marley gets down there first. Paul Marley leads the final at this point. Will Penfold is in second place, spinning round, goes Charlie on the wheels. He's trying to get it to go in the right direction. Mike Downs not getting the best of starts that time, finds himself in fourth place. Charlie Ridley finds himself in fifth place. And away they go, and Paul Marley and Nick Barker are leading this one from Will Penfold and Adrian North. Will Penfold's got a good line around that corner and gaining a few yards each lap. Can he gain enough though? Paul Marley and Nick Barker from 22, Will Penfold and Adrian North. From 25, Tony Penfold and George Vidler. Two private battles going in here, one for first and second, one for third and fourth. The last lap flag out. One lap remaining, and Will Penfold twists that throttle a bit harder, and he's twisted it in this race until now. He is gaining good on that top big wide sweeping corner, and now he just needs to get his wheels in line and chase him down that straight. He's certainly chasing him down that straight, but he's not gaining anything on that straight at all. As he come into this egg shape, the tighter turn, Will is in second place, and he's going for it. He's got it all sideways and widening everywhere, but no. Paul Marley has taken the win from Will Penfold in second place. A very close finish there, and from 113, Mike Downs making his way up into third. Tony Penfold and George Vidler in fourth, and Charlie Ridley Steve Bowles after spinning in fifth place. An official result for you in a jiffy. Race 39, the left-hand side car final, a win for number 3. Paul Marley and Nick Barker. In second place was 22, Will Penfold and Adrian North. In third place it was 113, Mike Downs and Jim Manklow. In fourth place it was number 25, Tony Penfold and George Vidler. And in fifth place was 130, Charlie Ridley and Steve Bowles. No sixth finisher. The winner's time was 1 minute 39.75 seconds, a speed of 43.05 miles per hour. From the top, 3, 22, 113, 25, 130. 1 minute 39.75 seconds, 43.05 miles per hour. Here they come. And Will and Adrian, they're the first ones round. Happy with their second anyway. There's a whole season ahead yet, isn't there? And there's Mike Downs and Jim Manklow. 130, Steve Ridley, Charlie Ridley and Steve Bowles. And then Tony Penfold and George Vidler. And the winners stopped on the centre green. Not quite sure why, but run out of dope perhaps, eh? CC final on the line. Here they come. Andrew Appleton traps first. Mitch Godden is in second place. Chris Mills in third. Sturgeon's bike seems to be stopping, but it's all happening in this one. All happening in this one. Nice to say it one more time. Collier Street, we're back. 4. 199, Chris Mills. 9, Mitch Godden. 81, Denham. 8, Martyn, Sturgeon, McDonald. All happening here at the Mason Aces meeting. The Scintillator. The last lap flags out for Andrew Appleton. From Chris Mills. From Mitch Godden. Pulling really down that straight. Throws it hard after Mitch Godden. There's Kinchin. Then there's Martyn, Sturgeon, Robbie McDonald, Rob Mear, James Theobald and Scott Cresswell. Last turn, last time, the 500cc Solos roar around Collier Street this afternoon, and Andrew Appleton takes the win from 199, Chris Mills, Boris Denham, Mitch Godden. Vince Kinchin. Martyn Sturgeon, Rob Mear. James Theobald just ahead of number 14, Rodney McDonald, and then 200. Scott Cresswell. Official result with you in a moment. Foreign CC solo final win there for number 4, Andrew Appleton. There goes Lewis Denham on his lap of honour. Sorry, where were we? A win for number 4, Andrew Appleton, and here he comes. He did well. Second place went to 199, Chris Mills, South Eastern Centre champion. In third place, the Masters champion was number 81, Lewis Denham. In fourth place was number 9, Mitch Godden. Fifth place was number 8, Vince Kinchin. Sixth place was number 15, Martyn Sturgeon. Seventh place, 151, Rob Mear. Eighth place, 26, James Theobald. Ninth place, 14, Rodney McDonald. And 10th place, number 200, Scott Cresswell. The winner's time was 1 minute 15.34 seconds, giving an average speed of 57 miles per hour precisely. From the top 4, 199, 81, 9, 8, 15, 151, 26, 14 and 200, 1 minute 15.34 seconds, 57 miles per hour precisely. Also on Sunday the 30th of May, not only have Moonfleet and Wimborne got together for the Jurassic Classic, but the Wainfleet Club are running the David Nix Memorial. The David Nix Memorial on the on Sunday the 30th of May. That's the Whitsun weekend. So the 500s are done and dusted. Andrew Appleton the winner. These are the uprights, then the right-handers. And then, could you help us all, after the last race of the afternoon, by lifting off a rope, wiggling the stake loose. Don't lay the stakes on the ground while backaches keep picking them up. Leave the stakes in the ground, just takes the ropes off for us. Thank you. Here we go. The uprights are into the first turn already. I can see Arnold Fenner on the outside. It's Bob Dolman on the inside. Bob Dolman having his best ride all day so far. It's the final from 32 Arnold Fenner, Chris Mackett from Robin Pilcher. Paul Murphy, Brian Cornelius, Les Rowland. All happening here at Collier Street. Leading into the turn, putting on the power to come out of the turn. Bob Dolman leads it. Arnie Fenner is in hot pursuit. Throttles twist, as I said earlier on, getting past. Let's see what happens with Bob Dolman. A man of many seasons campaigning, and you never know when he's quite riding to the limit, or if he hears him coming, he might just have a little bit in reserve. It's Bob Dolman, it's Arnie Fenner, it's Chris Mackett, Rob Pilcher, and Paul Morphy. One more lap to go, then as the checkered flag goes out, it's Bob Dolman, Arnie Fenner, Chris Mackett, Robin Pilcher, Paul Morphy, Brian Cornelius, Les Rowland, Bruce Walker, Barry Joyce, Mick Swansborough. Has Arnie Fenner got a little bit left? Or will Bob Dolman put in his fastest lap of the afternoon? Who knows? Here comes the checkered flag and Bob Dolman takes it. Chris Mackett moves up into second. Arnie Fenner drops to third. Robin Pilcher in fourth. Paul Morphy in fifth, followed by Brian Cornelius, Les Rowland, Bruce Walker, Barry Joyce and Mick Swansborough. One race to go, the right-hand sidecar final. There goes Bob Dolman, give him a wave. Class that hooter. He's a winner here this afternoon. He's cruised round in the heats, come good at the end of the day when it mattered. Why win them all when you don't have to? He won the one with their money on it. There goes Barry Joyce. There's Les Rowland, still enjoying his grass track. Brian Cornelius. Must be the longest campaigner on the track, I should think, these days. And then Robin Pilcher, Gordon Walker, Paul Morphy, Mick Swansborough. Solo upright final then. A win for 16, Bob Dolman. Second, 68, Chris Mackett. Third, 32, Arnie Fenner. Fourth, 174, Robin Pilcher. Fifth, 55, Paul Morphy. Sixth, 48, Brian Cornelius. Seventh, 62, Les Rowland. 8th, 84, Gordon Walker. 9th, 57, Barry Joyce. And 10th, number 8, Mike Swansborough. The winner's time was 1 minute 31.48 seconds, a speed of 46.94 miles per hour. Here come the right-handers to do battle for the Scintillator 2010. We have a line-up of 24, Rob Wilson and Terry Saunters. Number 9, Miles Simmons and Dave Hogan. Number 25, Colin Blackburn and Martin Smith. Number 76, Simon Beaney and Dave Vidler. 184, John Hiscock and Karl Bell. And number 4, Dave Penfold and Richard Webb. That's the lineup for the right-hand sidecar final. Jostle for their positions on the line then. John Hiscock's gone for the inside. Dave Penfold next to him. Then Simon Beaney. The roads rise, it's apes fly, and here they come, hurtling towards the first corner. John Hiscock gets the best of the start. John Hiscock gets down there first. Miles Simmons goes with him. Miles Simmons sneaks through on the inside. John Hiscock follows him out of the corner. Rob Wilson moving up from 4th into 3rd. No, he's not. Yes, he is. There he goes into 3rd place. Miles Simmons, high, wide and handsome here this afternoon. Dave Hogan in the chair. Rob Wilson moves up into 2nd place. John Hiscock's off to 3rd. Dave Penfold in 5th. Simon Beaney in 6th. Well, Colin Blackwell moving up from 4th into 3rd, trying to anyway, and Miles Simmons leads it. Rob Wilson in hot pursuit, then Colin Blackwell, then John Hiscock, Dave Penfold, Simon Beaney. Look at them two. Oh, Wilson goes through on the inside of Miles Simmons. The two Headcorn boys come head to head. Round the turn they come, then Miles Simmons is aiming to try and take it back, but Rob Wilson said it's mine or mine. 1 lap to go. Rob Wilson and Terry Saunders, Miles Simmons and Dave Hogan. Colin Blackwell and Martin Smith, John Hiscock, Karl Bell, Penfold, Richard Webb and Simon Beaney. And Dave Vidler bringing up the rear. Well, Rob Wilson got in front of Miles Simmons. He's walked away from him, left him behind, and Colin Blackwell's coming into the fray now as they come round the last turn, heading for the finish line. Who's going to get it out of them two? Rob Wilson wins, Colin Blackwell in 2nd, Miles Simmons 3rd. Then John Hiscock. Dave Penfold and Simon Beaney. That's it, folks. If you'd like to lift a rope off for us and wiggle a stake loose. Looks like it might be a bit wet this evening. I got wet enough yesterday, but we're going to get wet again tonight, I think, putting it all away. But if you could help us by lifting off a rope and wiggling a stake loose, that would be fine. Right-hand sidecar final then. A win there for number 24, Rob Wilson and Terry Saunters. In 2nd place was 25, Colin Blackburn and Martin Smith. In 3rd place was number 9, Miles Simmons and Dave Hogan. 4th place was 184, John Hiscock and Karl Bell. 5th place was number 4, Dave Penfold and Richard Webb. And in 6th place, number 76, Simon Beaney and Dave Vidler. The winner's time at 1 minute 35.96 seconds, a speed of 50.72 miles per hour. There's the leader, the winner, the man of the moment, £200 better off. There's Colin Blackburn, £150 better off. There's Miles Simmons, I've forgotten how much better off he is, but he's better off than when he came here this afternoon. John Hiscock, Karl Bell, still campaigning, and Simon Beaney, Dave Vidler, making their way up the ranks. Riders, your prize money is here and waiting for you. Riders, prize money is here and waiting for you. Vince Kinchin finds around the outside of both Mears. Both Mears, they're not going to quite let him have it that easy. Richard Smith makes the exit off the first corner in front. Paul Hurry on the inside. Richard Smith there. Richard Smith fighting back. First time out on the left-hander. He's creeping in there in 2nd place. The McCulloch's back after a short retirement. They're fighting away in 3rd. It's all going this one, isn't it? But look at Mike O'Donnell. Well, Johnny Morris in 2nd. I'll bet he's glad he bought a left-hander. And oh, Keith Dixon's dropped the ballast. Oh, there's a big scrap going on around that wider top bend. And Mike Downs challenging round the outside. He's on this tighter egg of the circuit. Charlie Ridley puts the power on early underneath. It's side-by-side action as they come across the line here. And it's just a win for Mike Downs from Charlie Ridley. Into the first turn we go again then. Oh, look at them two locked in there. Oh, a bit of wide stuff going on there. Drury's down in fourth at the moment. And rattling on hard. Craig Drury's gone round the outside of Paul Simmons. He's very wide though. Paul Simmons is still tight. What's going to happen here? Past the line there. Paul Simmons holding on to second. No, he slips back into third as Matt Saul charges round the outside. And a good line there. And Craig Drury's going to stop. Craig Drury has stopped. Paul Simmons has gone back into the lead. Matt Saul is in second place. The John Marshall Trophy is up for grabs for the winner of this event. Checker flag goes. Kinchin takes it. I've said it. The other two are in quite a good scrap there as Colin Blackburn and Simon Beaney mix it with each other, but we'll see who comes out who goes in. Oh, there's a big wheelie off the line. He's thrown that one away. Johnny Morris fighting away there in second place. Not bad for his first day out on the left-hander. Go around the inside, then the outside, and Tony Penfold's in there as well with his new passenger. All happening here at Collier Street. Tony Penfold moves up one. There, Paul Hurry is going up into second place as I say that. And Paul Hurry's not going to let him take any of his though, as he charges around the outside. What a brilliant piece of riding from Paul Hurry as he goes. Craig Drury trying to power his way around the outside, and Wilson is trying to get on the inside. He's holding them both off at the moment. Look at that front line as Matt says, wrong one. Craig Drury powers past Graeme Brown. Graeme Brown says you're not having it, and he puts his front wheel back in front. But as they exit that corner, the power of the four-stroke on the outside wide line seems to have taken over. One lap to go again, and Richard Smith hits the front. Richard Smith gets to the first turn first and gets the motor on early as he charges out of the corner, leading Matt Etherington. And look at Matt Etherington as he goes round the outside into that corner. They're side by side, they're dicing it, they mean the business. And Matt Etherington puts it sideways and coming up on the outside of Richard Smith. Can he do enough? Down the straight they go. Richard Smith eases ahead. Matt Etherington takes one more charge at it. Round they come then. On the last turn they're wheel to wheel, elbow to elbow. Round the corner they come and Matt Etherington seems to have done it. Matt Etherington takes it with Richard Smith in second place. These two are still fighting it out. Simon Beaney and Dave Vidler holding on to it, having the race of their life with John Hiscock as John Hiscock makes a move around the outside. Tight lines for Will Penfold, he looks over his shoulder and Charlie Ridley is right there as they take start their last lap. Lewis Denham winding, oh, the car with a machine. Paul Simmons having to go back at him. Paul Simmons sneaks through on the inside. Craig Drury lines it up on the outside. We've got the last lap flag, just one more lap of this place to go, and it's Paul Simmons. Craig Drury. Craig Drury very fast round the bigger, wider turn. What's this, a handicap? Oh no, it's the second to last one into the turn. Mind you, here they come and they're all getting spread out as it wide and handsome and all sorts of good. Then Rob moves up a third on one corner. Will Penfold is in second place, spinning round, goes Charlie on the wheels. He's trying to get it to go in the right direction. After Sturgeon's bike seems to be stopping, but it's all happening in this one. Nice to say it one more time, Collier Street, we're back. The roads rise, the tapes fly, and here they come, hurtling towards the first corner. John Hiscock gets the best of the start. John Hiscock gets down there first, right, Miles Simmons goes with him. Miles Simmons sneaks through on the inside. Miles Simmons, high, wide and handsome here this afternoon. Dave Hogan in the chair, and Miles Simmons leads it. Rob Wilson in hot pursuit, then Colin Blackburn. Then John Hiscock, Dave Penfold, Simon Beaney. Look at them two. Oh, Wilson goes through on the inside of Miles Simmons. Round the turn they come then. Miles Simmons is aiming to try and take it back, but Rob Wilson said it's mine or mine. One lap to go. Wilson got in front of Miles Simmons. He's walked away from him, left him behind, and Colin Blackburn's coming into the fray now as they come round the last turn, heading for the finish line. Who's going to get it out of them two? Rob Wilson wins, Colin Blackburn second, Miles Simmons third. Well, John Hiscock. Dave Penfold and Simon Beaney.